I won't let you fall.
Much obliged.
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Back at last. The automatons cost the city a fortune to build.
So I trust we can count on your vote?
I am a goblin of my word. Legally speaking, you were deputized by a Meister to administer discretionary justice. In other words, I owe you fair recompense. And with this, our contract regarding the matter of the missing automatons is complete.
Of course. The Legion isn't above the law.
Good. I'll have my assistant deliver all the necessary paperwork to the chapter house. At some point, I'll send over an assessor to determine how much of the causeway is considered taxable. Now, if you'll give me a moment, I'll find the sub-schedule for arcane expenses.
Welcome to the Stonebridge Jail. Do you have...
I've come to a decision on the Krug.
I will enact whatever outcome you deem appropriate.
He should stay in the cell until space is needed. The locals will just try to kill him.
Very well.
Grrr! It's safe in here.
I wasn't certain that the Legion had truly returned, but after witnessing your resolution of the plight of the oppressed Krug proletariat, it caused a great imbalance in my sanguine humors. Fairly had me bursting with them.
Of course. The Legion has a sacred duty to help the people of Ebb.
Ah, spoken like a true Legionnaire. I am Reinhardt Manx, scholar, inventor, and sartorial adventurer. Naturally, I also have a grounding in the classics, but more importantly to you, I am descended from the Grand Mage Merrick, a Legionnaire through and through.
That would make him the last of Merrick's line.
Well, needless to say, it's been my dream to reunite with other children of the 10th Legion. Second only to the dream of a thaumaturgical waistcoat.
We need everyone in the Legion to join forces. Are you with us?
Am I with you? Does the thaumaturgical constant Q trend towards infinity for given values of the human soul? The answer is yes, by the way. The Legion needs to stand together, lest we fade into memory. So without further ado, let's be off.
I should thank you for resolving the matter of the Krug.
Do you have another problem for me to mediate?
Yes, I do. Baron is a wealthy landowner with a claim to many parcels of land here in town. Hans has an equally compelling claim to the plot of land. With the court deadlocked, both have agreed to let you settle their dispute.
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Sorry, my friends, the foundry is closed for an undefined amount of time. We do regret any inconvenience this may cause.
Meister Castle told us that your Cyclops workers have taken over the foundry.
The Cyclopses have gone mad. They've killed a few of our foremen, and the gears of the foundry have stopped. We spotted goblin agitators inside as well.
We're ready to help. What would you have us do?
Our attempts to parley have ended in bloodshed. You'll need to pacify them by... I don't want the Cyclopses eliminated. I just want them to go back to work. The sooner the foundry is back in operation, the better.
Be wary of the grates. Those fires are even hotter than mine. judged. Why would they cage those jackals? Perhaps the Cyclopses fear them. Die and be judged.
Please help. The Cyclopses have gone mad. They locked us in here and dragged my men off to Asinine knows what awful fate.
I'll free your men. Do you know where they were taken?
The Cyclopses took them. I don't know what they're planning, but those two are like brothers to me. Please, will you help them? Did you find my men? Are they all right?
No, I haven't found them yet.
Please hurry.
You are
saints bless him.
I thought I was a goner for...
are the ones who fight for the Ironmonger dogs. This foundry is ours now. We will never be slaves again.
Look out! Die and be judged.
No more. Why do you fight us? What have we done to you?
You murdered defenseless men. The Ironmongers asked us for help.
It was you who started this fight, not them.
We did not attack them. It was self-defense. They made slaves of us. The paper told us we deserved better.
What paper are you talking about?
An old man gave the paper to me. He called it a manifesto. He said we deserve a better life. We have the right to refuse to work.
If you tell your brothers to stand down, we'll talk to Meister Castle.
I will trust you to go to the Ironmongers, to decide how best to end this fight. It is only by your mercy that we live. We will accept whatever judgments you make.
Meister Castle did not tell us the whole story, it seems.
Surely you must be joking, Meister Fiddlewick. I shall not reward the slaying of my guild members with salaries and contracts. If these beasts weren't vital to the operation of the foundry, I'd charge every one of them with murder, and they could all go to the gallows.
Funny that you mention legal action. Last I recall, slavery was a criminal offense in Stonebridge.
The Cyclopses agreed to stop fighting if I speak to you on their behalf.
You... what? What nonsense is this?
Meister Castle is an endless font of courtesy and grace. Go ahead. Thank the Legion for saving your lives.
Yes, thank you for ending the violence.
The Cyclopses have a manifesto of demands. They want better treatment from now on.
A manifesto? What kind of nonsense is that?
The Cyclops said that an old man gave them the manifesto. But what does it matter where their ideas came from, if their demands are fair?
An old man? The dapper old gent, no doubt. When Wolf hears about this, he's going to give me the "I told you so."
The foundry needs to reopen, one way or another. I speak for the Cyclopses, so whatever I say, they will honor.
Well then, something good came of all this violence.
Shut your goblin spout. They agreed long ago to servitude as payment for their crimes.
I've heard enough. I'm ready to decide.
My hands are tied. The Cyclopses will listen to you and you alone, now that you've beaten them.
And I, for one, respect the old tradition of letting the Legion be the mediators of best resort.
The Cyclopses acted in self-defense. They must be given fair wages and treated with respect.
What? Nonsense! The Cyclopses are bound by an agreement. If you wanted my vote, you just lost it. Bah! Tell them I will negotiate their wages. This decision is foolish, but I won't have the Cyclopses leave. The city needs them.
He'll calm down eventually. But you have my thanks, and I pledge my vote to you when the time comes.
Terribly sorry. Meister Castle has insisted that we have no further dealings with the Legion. Castle believes you capitulate.
We fixed the gears as well as we could. The foundry is impressive when it comes to life.
True. The whole city relies on the power of our furnaces and gears. Here's a little something for your...
Did you find my men?
Yes, they're safe.
They are? Azanai bless you, and all the saints as well.
I didn't help you for a reward, but if you mention this to Castle, we'd appreciate it.
Your generosity knows no bounds, my friend. I'll tell Castle, and I'll raise a glass in your honor next time I'm drinking.
I'm glad I caught you. There's trouble all over Stonebridge. The automatons, they've gone mad. They're tearing the city apart.
All right, what's our plan?
The automatons are headed for the city hall. You've got to warn the Meisters. Save them if you can. I'll be all right. Go.
has much to answer for.
The Gent, he was here. As soon as you entered the hole, he fled.
He fled on foot?
No, he opened one of those shimmering doors, just over there in the corner.
A causeway. We should follow and catch him by surprise.
I told them that technology would destroy the working man. Oh, the irony. Wait, is irony the right word for this? This is what happens when you contract the city's defense to the lowest bidder. Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
You simply do not give up, do you? How much did the Meisters pay you to finish what they began 30 years ago? Tell me, what price does my blood fetch? No matter. Whatever the sum, you will not live to collect. Horns of the Meisters, your city will face justice.
If we do not destroy those machines, the automatons will overwhelm us. Strange machine. Destroy his platform, and he is ours.
My fallen comrades will have vengeance!
Destroy that strange machine.
Pardons of the Meisters, your city will face justice.
Surrender yourself, gent. By all the saints, your judgment is long overdue.
Judgment? By what right? The people of Stonebridge are guilty of far worse crimes than mine. I spit on you.
You'd be wise to keep your mouth shut. We're the ones who will be deciding your fate.
Better the hangman's noose than bend my knee to these traitorous merchants and clerks. Look at them. The fine people of Stonebridge. I helped them remember what they try so hard to forget. They tore open the doors of our chapter house, dragged us into the streets, murdered my brothers, my sisters.
You're blaming an entire city for the crimes of a few.
Indeed. I take affront, sir. I am no murderer, and I can name 100 others who had no part.
No, Master Wolf. You are no murderer. That is true. You simply consort with murderers. Bow and scrape and do their bidding. Half your people stood by, while the other half did murder. Did you hold the killers to account? No?
Why did you survive when all the other Legionnaires died?
We were ordered to stand firm, to face the mob down, to raise no hand in our own. A stupid order, meant to shame the people into sparing us. I fled into a causeway. And
the people who killed the Legionnaires? They were never tried for murder?
What could we do? Arrest half the city?
If you claim to be a Legionnaire, then tell us your name.
Archambault du Payen, senior apprentice to the Grand Mage.
No, not the last. Look at me, brother. We stood at Hearthfire together 40 years past, spoke the rites, and made our oaths to the Legion.
I remember you. Odo, the tracker, the tireless scout, the watcher of roads. How can this be?
You're a criminal, but you're a Legionnaire as well.
Hand him over to me and I'll see that he gets a trial. He'll hang, I expect, but that's a quick death. Better than he'd get if we tossed him to the people.
Wait, he's a Legionnaire. He's one of us. And he's a mage. If we give him to the town, all his knowledge is lost.
This man is a criminal, sir. He tried to ruin our city.
We'll take custody of the gent. He won't trouble your city any further.
I must vigorously protest. This madman tried to bring down the city. I'll not have him running loose.
My word that I leave you in peace, Constable, on the following terms. First, that your fine council grants full support to the Legion. Second, that you find the ones who slaughtered my Legion brothers, if they yet live, and hold them to account.
I dare say we have little choice. That's one matter settled, but we still owe the Legion a vote. I'll convene the council at once.
Was this then what the Legion had become? A bitter old man bent on revenge? I didn't want to believe it. The gent was a true man of the 10th, and its ideals still lived in his heart. Though the gent had committed terrible crimes, the Legion had need of his knowledge. His skills would serve no one if he went to the noose. So the dapper old gent returned to the chapter house, his crimes forgiven in the eyes of the Legion, if not the people of Stonebridge. We have gained a powerful ally, and the people of Stonebridge have pledged themselves to our cause. As long as Jane Cassinder remains a threat, they have little choice.
Gentlemen and goblins, order! Council will address the proposed alliance with the 10th Legion.
Circumstances have indeed changed since we last spoke. I now find myself addressing the savior of our city. Does the Legion envoy have anything further to say before a vote is called?
Our purpose is to serve the people of Ebb, not to impose our will upon them. We'll honor whatever decision you make.
Very good. No reason to postpone our decision any further. All those in favor of the Alliance vote aye. Those opposed vote nay.
First Constable votes aye.
Chief Barrister votes aye.
Guild of Ironmongers reminds the Council of the considerable cost of the events in the Foundry. Are we now to pay for the Legion's war as well?
First, the Guild abuses its workers. Now it votes against the savior of our city? I wonder what the people will do when they hear. And I promise that they'll hear.
Guild of Ironmongers respectfully abstains.
Master of the College votes aye.
3 votes in favor, 1 abstention. As mayor of the city, I shall join the majority and vote aye. Be it resolved, then, that an alliance is declared between the city of Stonebridge and the 10th Legion.
I'd like to thank the Council for putting its faith in the Legion.
Of course. You are the savior of our city. Ask any favor of us, and the answer will be yes.
Will you send your automaton army to attack Jane Cassinda? We can take her by surprise and end the war.
The army? When I said any favor, I didn't actually mean...
Capital! I can have the automatons ready in short order! Shall I make ready to leave? I should warn you, we may not return to Stonebridge again before this war is over.
I don't see any reason to wait. We'll leave for the Spire as soon as you're able.
The Spire stands atop Mount Jereb. Our automatons will assault the town of Aegis Bay at the foot of the mountain. They'll engage Jane's forces and provide a distraction, you say. That will give you a chance to climb the trails to the top of the mountain and assault the Spire itself. It will be an honor to fight alongside the Legion, and may fortune smile upon our endeavor.
At long last, the tide turned. No longer was the 10th Legion fighting a defensive war. With the automaton army of Stonebridge behind us, we took the battle to our enemy. Under the command of Martin Giscard and Meister Wolf, our army poured forth from Stonebridge in a flood of iron and flame. The journey was a long one and difficult. Had you marched with soldiers of flesh and blood, I do not doubt that many would have died, but the automatons were tireless. At last you reached your goal, the Spire. Crowning the sacred mountain of Jereb, it was the heart of Jane Cassinder's strength. No army had ever conquered it. Azunite zealots and Stonebridge automatons clashed at the mountain's foot. Blind faith and cold reason struggled for dominance as the ground churned with oil and blood. Above the clamor of the battle, you ascended a forgotten path up the mountain, seeking the Spire itself.